Okay, greetings everyone. This is Gerard. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. And right now I am at the tennis court. Let me give you a 360. There's a school over there. This is like the convention center. And as you can see, there's a church over there. And as you can see, they're getting ready for a funeral. So they're all gathering in. The court is wet, but I virtually come here to practice my serves and all that against the wall. You know, I'll practice my returns against the wall. I still suck, but it's like before. If I'm not the first here, one of the first groups to play, chances are I have to wait a long time. So, you know, the best way to break that is for me to improve, you know, my returns. So I'm doing that now. You know, they keep telling me, just bring it up here, just bring it up here. Maybe if you're kissing your arm, and I do it, but there's something. It's like a mental block. I don't know what it is, but you have to condition the muscle. You have to train the muscle to go like this, and not just like this. Because whenever I hit it sideways, it goes right to the net. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I got some good moves. I got some spins that everybody laughs at my opponent because they dance trying to hit it. And so I always joke, oh, you want to dance? And one of those type of things. But it's a good exercise. You know, I enjoy getting out. Today it's rainy. There's nobody here. But like I said, you know, I'm here, and that's the main thing. And it's good because I'm out in the morning. It's good fresh air. You know, it's I hope the sun will come out. Chances are it will, because that's one thing about the Philippines. Whenever it rains, you know, it stops, the sun comes out, and you're going to have a beautiful day. I left my ATM card at the bank on Friday, which was, you know, I think I had like 2,000 pesos on me for the weekend, and, you know, and that's the best way to budget money, is to like, no, I don't need to go get the ATM card and leave it like that. Now, one thing I got to do today is that I got to build a birthing bed. A birthing bed, here, I'm going to show you a couple of pictures of it right here. This is my best man at my wedding's birthing bed, as you can see it right here. It's designed for the puppies, because the puppies should be here in a couple of weeks. So it's so that when the mother walks in and lays down, she's not laying down on the puppies and taking a chance of suffocating them. You know, one of those things. My bulldog girlfriend, good morning. So, you know, it's very good because, like I said, it's designed so the mothers won't lay on them and suffocate them. So I'm gonna have that done today. But you know, other than that, oh, like I was saying, I left my ATM card, so that was a good thing. You know, this is a good month, you know, for as finances is concerned, because in the bank I have, you know, surprisingly more than what, you know, I normally have each month, and it's virtually designed, or it happened because of my. You have to understand, in a relationship, you know, especially with a foreigner and a Filipina, there's only one captain. You know, you do not have, you know, the experience. You do not have the weight on. You do not have the knowledge to not only handle money, but know how to budget money, and that's important. You know, it's one thing. My bulldog girlfriend, good morning. How are you? Hello, amigo. You know, you know, you have to know how to budget money. You have to, you know, because, you know, I remember when I was moving too fast, keeping money in my pocket was almost impossible. Well, not only that, like I've said before, you know, money was made to spend. You know, and so I'm always, to be honest with you, I always feel better when I don't have any money, because, like, it takes a lot of options off the table, a lot of things for me to do. But as I was getting back to saying, this month I am surprisingly flushed, which is which is good. But if you get, if I give you, 5,000 pesos, and say, okay, here, this is for you. Okay, your instinct, my thinking would be, okay, this is 5,000. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this. I'm gonna hold this. I may, hold this, and I'm not gonna spend it right away. This is for me to, last for at least a week. So like, but if you give 5,000 pesos, and then you go to the store and you come back and it's like, wow, I don't have enough. My money was not long enough. I said, what you mean? Your money was not long enough? You had 5,000 pesos and you would go in the store to buy eggs. So it's knowing the discipline of how to handle money, to really appreciate it, So one of those things, with me, allowance. Let's just focus on allowance, y'all. Let's just focus on allowance. Now, I agree that if you're with a Filipina, that you should give her an allowance. And her allowance is for her. For her to do what she wants. And in the meantime, you're still taking care of the household needs. It started with 10,000, and then 1 month is 15,000. Next month is 20,000, and it's like, no, stop. This is not going to work. This is not going to work, because no matter how much I give you, within a week or 2 weeks you have nothing. Like this, and that's not what an allowance is for. Your allowance is to take care of your personal needs, or what your needs are, for at least to the middle of the month. And I said to the middle of the month, but this way, I everything kind of recalculates itself, and then if there's room, left over, yeah, sure, they give you more money. It's no big deal, But now, because this month I didn't give her an allowance, but I have given her money. 5,000 here, 3,000, 2,000 here, whatever. I have given her money, but she doesn't have a set allowance. Now the problem is that when I ask her how much should her allowance be, or how much allowance she wants, she can't answer me. So what am I supposed to do? You see, this is the thing. See, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what you expect your allowance to be. I don't know how much it is you want. I don't know how much it is you need. I don't know how much it is you think you're going to get. But you need a figure, so this way we can work from there. You need a bottom. You need a foundation. And so it's like, if you don't know how much you want, then I don't know how much to give you. I'm not playing a guessing game, with money. If you don't know how much it is you want, well, then I don't know how much it is to give you, and therefore you don't get anything. And this is how it was last month, Now, as a result, like I said, I'm flush this month, so I'm going to go to the bank, and I think giving her allowance, it's better to give it to her at the end of the month rather than the first of the month, because during the month Everything falls on me. And that's how it should be. I'm the head of the household. I'm the man. I take care of things. I take care of bills. I take care of food. And, I take care of school. Whatever you need. I mean, if you need money for your kids or whatever to go to school every day or whatever, add it up. Give me a figure. You give me a figure, then I can work with that. But I'm not guessing at it. I'm not throwing money at you and not knowing what you need or how much you need or whatever. So you add it up and you tell me what you need. So anyway, what I'm going to do is that today, when I go to the bank and get my ATM card, I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to surprise her and say, okay, this is how we're going to do it, Mia. I'm going to give you allowance at the end of the month, because this way, all month's spending is out of the way. Everything is taken care of that needs to be taken care has been taken care of. Okay? So the end of the month is now your first of the month. So look at it that way. Now, now I know some of you are having problem comprehending just that. If I give you your allowance at the end of the month, then that doesn't mean when the first of the month comes you get another allowance. No, that means at the end of the next month you get an allowance. You see? Now, that's how it's supposed to. That's how I'm going to run it right now. So anyway, I'm going to give her allowance. I'll probably give her $10,000. And this is just to. You already told me your sister in Manila's birthday is coming up, but look, you didn't buy her Christmas present. I got nothing to do with that. I have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with that. Nothing. I give you, you take care of whatever it is you're taking care of. It doesn't fall on me. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we're gonna see how it plays out. So anyway, today I'm gonna try to have her introduce herself here on my channel, and we're going to try to have a couple of conversations about things, maybe about this topic here too as well. Okay, so watch for that. I pretty much have worked out as much as I'm going to work out on the tennis court, and I will talk to you later. Remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, share, and like. And I'll be back. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and share and like. And remember, what? Dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. That's my vision. And the best vision in life is to live good. If you're lucky enough to have a woman, like Ali Woodson, formerly singer of the Temptation once sung, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man, make him feel like a king. Okay?
Yeah. And also don't forget to send on my Gmail. Yeah. Filipino Soul Magazine at maricel@gmail.com. Okay. I'm waiting you there.
Okay, we'll talk to you. Okay, we'll throw him a kiss, Maricel. Goodbye. Thank you, Mia.
Не взяли? Не знаю. Ладно, не взяли. Радуйся. Ноги поставили. Они ноги не поставили на эту штуку. Ну и все, сейчас он несет ноги. Видео. О май гад, у меня сердце стучит.
We'll be right back.
На видео поставь.
А как?
Вот, ты на видео сейчас.
Как записать?
На кнопочку нажми, все, начинает записываться. Записалась, Лёш?
Классно, да, было первый раз вообще?